So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 2. Not a 1, 2. Coach, use the mic.
Let's go, tight end.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. This one to Deontay Thompson, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends Ringo.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Wait, that. Wide, 20.
He's coming. Check him. Check him.
Coming. Shadow. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34. Mike 34.
Crunch time.
Sugar.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Round 80. Round 80.
I got you. I got you. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Greystone, travel.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 36, Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. We're scoreless after 1. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't get... And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Kyler Fackrell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Pettis on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
All day, every day, any day.
Go Bandit!
Hey, alert! Mike's 50, Mike's 50!
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Brady going deep here for Al. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
Double tight. 4 down.
Brady going to throw. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Buzz. Mike's 50. Watch the run.
Mike 50. Hey, check it.
On third and long, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On fourth down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 outlaw. Right here. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On the carry here, it's Austin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run with Austin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. 6 yards.
6, right there, 56. Rip left, rip. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Jackson escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
50's the mic.
Hey, come on, O. Come on, O.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
You don't want it? You don't want none of that.
Give it. Pick up the ball.
Hey, go 66.
Hey, check.
Let's go up. No, 66.
To throw, it's Brady.
You don't see me in your nightmares.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Wait, that wide, 80. Scoot, help him.
Hey, tight.
Smooth.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Ozzy.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
51. Mike 51. I know he ain't got it. Go, Mike.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Hey, let's go.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Johnson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Alert! Yo, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50.
Let me kill.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, 66. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Go 50.
Now Brady. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they work this out past the 25.
Here we go.
Great way to start the first down.
51's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
1st down, Jaguars.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Austin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Come on. Alert 3, alert 3.
Out of the backfield, it's Austin. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Jackson now. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down.
I got you, boy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn, excellent job on that play. A big loss, 18 yards. They go play action with Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken very short.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On first down, Brady. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this is complete. It's Allen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Brady, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Brady to throw. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get point.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, that's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Brady now to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, Mike 50. Let's go.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It got his man complete. Philip Dorsett by himself. Touchdown, Jaguars. 87 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the... the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw is Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Allen, the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 9-yard
on the double.
Yeah, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Mike 52. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's McCoy. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
5 down. Stand up in. Wait, Eddie! 34, Mike 34. Oh, you got deep? Go Bandit!
Throwing now is Brady. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's caught. It's Miller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, let's go. Mike, 34. Hey, here we go. 34 to me.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, "What do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out?" He said, "Oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two."
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This will be taken short. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Wait, that wide, 80.
Mike 34, Mike 34.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
Hey, go 66.
Now Brady to try again after the pick six. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Wait, that. What it is? Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, second.
One final try now for Brady. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.